Hey all, it's Friday and it's blind day, and somehow Trenton talked me into 5 today.
Well, I figured it's a weekend, so.
We're supposed to do 4. But you were so excited tonight, you said, let's just do 5.
Well, you've kind of stuck me with 5 once. A couple times, actually, so.
Yeah, I know. That was not the smartest, so maybe this isn't the smartest for you. We'll find out.
Next time we're going to do 6.
No, please no.
Well, first off, I got to tell you, I'm what is today? Friday. I'm a full week in to like waxing my armpits. And I did not realize that my armpits would still smell without the hair in it. So I'm sorry, it might be bad. It smells good back here, but like only past the bar top. When you get like my direction,
Just keep your arms down for me.
It's not well.
Nah. See, why did you just do that then? You just waffled that all over the place back here.
Okay. I was getting water and we got a fridge right there. So I was putting, I was getting some water out, and I just get like assaulted with this terrible smell, and it smells like bad dairy. There's some kind of dip in there that's been in there for a week or so.
I think you're just smelling yourself.
It's entirely possible. But I ask him, I'm like, hey, what's this smell? And he goes and smells it. He's like, I got nothing. So I don't think you'll be able to smell whatever's going on under there.
Maybe
anyways,
not. It's the whole sinus surgery, I think.
Probably.
Oh God, not the sinus surgery again.
Hey, we picked 5 great bottles, though. I will say that. We'll get past that whole sinus thing. 5 great bottles. I'm pretty excited about that, actually. Trent and I thought about it. We're doing a little bit low proof, trying to get a lot of good bottles that are in that $30 range. And then Trenton says, hey, why don't we throw in Elmer T. Lee with this group, too? So we have Green River Wheated, Early Times Bottled and Bond, Maker's Mark 101, 1792 small batch, and Elmer T. Lee. That's what's up on the bar top. We just don't know what bourbon is in each glass.
I actually really like these blinds because obviously you don't know what's in them. Mm-hmm. So you if you were to look at this lineup, I bet maybe more than 50% of people would be like, I'm going to take that Elmer T. Lee.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm betting we chose these because these are all very good.
They're all very good.
So we're going to see if any of these are better than the Elmer T. Lee tonight and
we'll find out.
Because we get a lot of comments, right, about like, what if I can't get an allocated thing, what should I get instead?
Sure. Yeah, all the time.
Maybe this video will be a lesson or something.
Yeah, might be a little helpful.
You might learn something, yeah.
Might be a little helpful. I might learn something.
Me too.
You never know.
Oh, man.
If you get that, whatever you got in your eye now.
Yeah. Armpit hair, maybe.
I'm going to start here, Trenton, for you. If I get something else you got to talk about.
What? You trying to interrupt me or something?
I'm trying to head you off at the pass. How's that?
It is hard to describe how good it smells back here now.
It is. It is very, very true. It's very reminiscent of walking into a rick house if you're on a bourbon distillery tour.
Kind of watered down though. Like it smells very good, but it's not necessarily like obviously.
Yeah, I'm talking about the whole aromas that are coming up from the bar top. Yeah, the individual glass. I get it. It's very nice. Got some sweetness and light caramel in there for me so far. I mean, nothing
bad.
No, not at all. Pretty nice.
Oh man, fantastic. So these are all between 90 to 101 proof.
Right.
Elmer T. Lee is 90, 1792 small batch is like 93.827 or whatever.
Right.
Maker's Mark 101, obviously 101 Early Times Bottled and Bond, 100 proof, and Green River Wheated.
Yeah.
90.
90, yes. I don't know that. It's hard for me on the first sip to kind of identify a proof point. Mm-hmm. You know, I always get a little bit of that burn on the very first sip, but
I'm not even going to try today to identify a proof point. I'm just going to have fun with it. Yeah.
Who are you today?
It's Friday. It's the holidays. I'm off for 2 weeks. I can't
That's
wait.
it. Okay, now we've come to... That's why. He is just jumping all over the place ever since he walked down the stairs here. He's just like a bubbly... Usually he's kind of... Maybe something... Every once in a while, a little tad bit cranky. Work might not went the way you like it to go.
I'm a cranky fella.
Yeah, every once in a while. But today he's like, man, he's just all over the place. So now we know why, honey. Okay, at least we figured that out.
I get some me time. I'm excited. This is very good. It's very sweet. I get a little bit of oak.
Yeah,
honestly,
like
it's pretty quintessential in terms of what I enjoy.
Yeah.
And I maybe a little bit biased, but I kind of did pick these pours because they usually lend a little bit more on the sweet note.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I do like that.
Yeah, Trent picked them all, but I was wholeheartedly.
He was in agreement.
For
Agreement.
I was wholeheartedly for the selections, for sure.
He was in
I
agreement.
liked it.
Yeah. Are you still in?
Agreement. How about that?
Yeah. It's Robert, am I saying that right? It doesn't seem right. I'm sure Robert, give me an A+ or an F. That's usually what I got in school.
Good luck, Robert.
Oh my Lanta.
You on the
gotta
B?
smell B.
All right, let's go.
Am I getting a call? No. Oh man.
Man, that's good. That's really nice.
That's like real caramely.
Oh yeah, some toffee in there too, and
Yeah. Well,
some goodness in there.
a little chocolate.
Yeah, yeah. The toffee is dipping into some chocolate.
Ooh. Okay. B has this like I don't know how to describe. I don't know if it's a barley note, like a toasted barley or some kind of a toasted grain. But
Right.
it's giving me that. It's a little bit more grain forward. It's still sweet,
Yeah.
but it's pretty grain forward.
Okay.
I don't really. I've been getting on the. Ooh. It's got like a buttered popcorn jelly belly there. Wow. Did we? No, we didn't wax our nose hair, right? You didn't wax your nose hair?
No, I didn't wax anything. I buzzed my hair. That's what I did.
It's coming in pretty good, actually.
You think so?
I feel like
It's only
honestly,
been a few days. It's gonna take a while.
No, I honestly feel like it's doubled in length since then. Granted, when your hair's like 1/8 of an inch long. That's really good.
Yeah, it's got a teeny bit of sourness in there. Just you catch that just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a teeny bit. I like it though.
I ate raw barley when we went to Still Austin. The guy, Christian, was telling me that sometimes they'll just like eat it for a snack when they're going around. So he's like,
Is that right?
grab a couple. And it was actually pretty good.
Really?
It reminds
I
me a
didn't
lot
do
of
that.
what I'm getting with that in there.
Okay. Yeah. So a little bit reminiscent of a 4-grain possibly for you,
Yeah.
which we don't have.
But that's confusing. Because
Yeah, we don't have it,
grain.
but you know, doesn't mean something's not a little bit barley forward.
Well, we're going back.
Apologize, I don't get much on this one.
I don't either.
On the nose for the aromas, not a whole lot. Extremely faint caramel. That's it.
Really pleasant palate. It's like crispy in like a weird way. Like it's sharp, not in a bad way. Like there's not like a funky sharpness or anything. It's just like really, it's sweet, it's sharp, kind of falls a little bit flat. There's a little bit more of an oak note going on towards the back.
Yeah, but it seems to be creamy too, though.
Yeah.
It feels good on the palate for sure, too.
Creamy. Interesting.
It's kind of homey, you know. It's kind of like a nice sit on the easy chair, relaxed sip of bourbon.
Is this what you do? Like get a cardigan or a stuffy or whatever,
Yes.
and just
Yes,
pour
you know,
it
like
out.
Fred Rogers. I'll walk in and
Who?
Fred Rogers, right, honey? Fred Rogers,
Who is
Yeah.
Fred Rogers?
Mr. Rogers.
Mr.
Oh,
Rogers.
Mr. His
Yeah.
first name's Fred?
Yeah.
I didn't know
So when
that.
he walks in the door, he grabs his cardigan, zips it up,
Yeah.
puts on his. You know, I always understand why he didn't really put on slippers. Why did he put on slippers? He always put on those like little lace-up shoes or something, didn't he?
Little, like Converse. looking.
Yeah, like a little
like
like
a canvas
canvas shoe.
Canvas
Yeah,
Kmart shoe.
yeah. You know, why don't you have like a slipper? You know, like me, I got slippers on. You know,
Yeah,
I like
you
the
should
nice
be-
slippers with the hard bottoms to them and everything.
You have been called the Mr. Rogers of bourbon before, so I mean, you do kind of
Well,
embody a sense of Fred.
He was
in
Mr. Rogers is a very nice man.
He's
That's for sure.
not living anymore, right? I thought so.
No.
Rip. That's the "Won't You Be My Neighbor" guy, right?
It is.
I thought so. I'm getting like a little bit of a like a fruity Fruit Loops, maybe.
Yeah,
like
okay,
a small
sure.
fruit essence.
Yeah, with that little bit of caramel and then a little bit of Fruit Loops and nice and creamy. Yeah. It doesn't have a whole lot of depth to it. I'll say that.
It's pretty light. This would be a great beginner, whatever it is.
I'll say that, yeah, for sure. Excuse me.
I'm gonna put meh.
Meh?
Yeah, a little underwhelming.
Okay, well. If you say so. You like this one?
Tell me the first thing that you smell. Like, stick the honker right in there.
Candy.
It smells like a green apple Jolly Rancher.
I knew. I see. If I said candy, I knew it'd have to be somewhere relative to Trenton. That
It does.
He's had to be smelling some kind of candy.
Come on, man. Tell me I'm wrong here, though.
Well, that is true. There's some apple in there for
A
sure.
little weird because I get like maybe a little bit of a mocha or
Yeah, there's definitely a darker note in there too with it.
blackberry.
Wow,
Fruit.
it's on fire today.
Popcorn.
Wow. All right.
How do you spell palate?
Palate. Honey, if you want to verify that with your phone over there.
How do you spell palate?
What did he say?
P-
Palate.
Oh, that kind of palette.
Yeah.
no, anytime I'm talking about palate, I spell it like a forklift pallet, and I always get roasted for it.
Really?
So the first time it was a
Goodness.
post we did somewhere, and I spelled it like a forklift pallet.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the first couple comments were like, "Nice spelling," and I was like, "I did spell it right."
Yeah, it just depends on what you're talking about. That's
Yeah.
all.
Uh,
I'm moving on to the next one. I don't know. Trenton D here is just. You know where I'm having difficulties? Is a lot of this is extremely similar to one another.
You think so?
Yeah, for me it is. So it's a little bit difficult to explain any form of differentiation from each glass. You know, it's just a lot of it's very similar. So
D, like the nose is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
The palate just kind of falls flat.
yeah, I have to agree with that.
Like it's kind of just. I don't know if I would say it's a one-noter, but it's not. It's not exciting.
No,
Like I smelled it and I was like, "Ooh,
No.
this is going to be a wild ride," and
Right.
it wasn't.
right? Yep, I agree.
It's kind of a bummer.
Didn't have a lot of interest for me
No.
in the grand scheme of everything else that's on the bar top. Ooh, bubblegum, bazooka bubblegum.
Yeah. Hey, don't
You're
discount.
welcome.
Don't discount your smeller all that often. You picked up on that pretty quick.
Every once in a while, get lucky.
It's like a toasted or like a. I'm almost getting like smoky aspects, but not like a peated scotch or anything. But like you're mowing your grass on a summer evening and somebody down the road has a campfire going. It's like, oh yeah, there's a fire. Somebody has a fire or something.
All right.
No. Yeah. It's very well rounded.
Find that to be very sweet, very soft on the palate. Does have that little bit of a nice rounded grain note to it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that'd be very nice. That E, you know, I wonder if that you know, with your mom, she likes things to coincide with each other. So I wonder if that's early times bottle and bond because that's E.
But
glass,
Elmer.
E or Elmer.
Yep.
Screwed ourselves there, didn't we?
Yikes.
Going down that path.
Yeah, I mean it's got some nice notes. It's
Yeah.
well rounder.
Yeah.
Good pour.
Yeah, sure. Well, buddy, I don't really know.
This is tough. I didn't think like picking this it would have been like a surefire kind of thing.
Yeah. No, once we got started, I didn't think about it ahead of time before you press play on that camera, but once we got started, that third glass or so, I'm thinking this is going to be a lot similar. This is going to be hard to pick your least favorites.
Oh, I got my
know?
least favorite.
Of course you do. We'll go ahead.
That was kind of an easy one.
Was it for you?
Yes. I'm going to taste C one more time because it was kind of close, but...
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, well, shoot. Oh, come on, man.
What? I thought you had your own water out.
Avoid
That's
these
why-
results. We got to start over.
I thought you had your own water out.
I did. What'd I do with it?
Yeah, I know you did. That's why I didn't pour it for you.
The smell from the fridge really threw me off there.
Oh, here's some left in here.
Oh.
If you want to use it. More power to you. All right, buddy, I'm ready.
All right, well, you go because I still got to figure something out.
Really?
Yep. On the bus a little bit.
Oh, now you're killing me. Yeah, no, I'm good. Have you ever done that in blinds where, you know, I was confident in my mind which one I was going to push out, and then Trent said that, and then I want to go back to it again. Have you ever done that? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So I'm going to stick with what I had first. I'm going to push out D, Trent, first.
Is it D?
D, honey, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's for me. That's me.
Yeah, that was mine.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah. The nose is fantastic, but the palate
Yeah.
just kind of falls. A little flat.
And you know, decent pour. You know, I wouldn't be mad if somebody poured me
No.
that. Came to visit somebody's house, that'd be fine. That'd be great. But measured up to everything else that I have here tonight and my taste tonight, it just didn't measure up to the rest of them. All right, now it's going to get a little bit more difficult, sir. But I think I know which one already, but I'm going to do just a little bit of a double check.
Oh, wow. Yeah. You think you know? B?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you sense that B's a little bit bitter or something?
It's got this not off-putting, but compared to the others that are a little bit more sweeter, this one has a little bit more of a grain note for me.
Does it?
That compared to the sweetness overpowers its own sweetness, and to me that's just not, it's not really what I'm digging at the moment. I don't know if it was tough between B and D, because B, or D, I mean, the palate, or the nose was so good, the palate was almost,
Yeah.
palate was pretty disappointing, I
Yeah.
think. But
Trying to B.
fourth place is B for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I can understand that. It just seems like it has a little bit more depth than for me. I was going back to B and C, so
Okay.
those are my lowest scores. That's what I was going back to, and I'm still a little bit torn. But I'm going to go with pushing out C next.
Oh no.
You don't
This is all screwed up now.
You don't know. It is what it is. I mean, I get it. I understand your thought process. So don't. I mean, honestly, I could have flipped a quarter and pushed out B, I think, but either way. But I'm just going to go with what what I'm feeling here at the moment.
You know what would be interesting if we mounted a camera here,
Yeah, so
and did
everybody
like a
can see.
notepad cam. Do you guys want to see because I don't even know what I'm writing down. Let us know if you want to see that. We have an extra camera that we could do that with.
Oh
We kinda
boy,
need-
yeah, it's pretty simplified on my side. I think you could probably guess that one.
All right, Mom, you ready for third place?
I am.
My third place is E.
All right, honey, my third place is going to be B.
Holy cow! This is I'm just kind of surprised.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why? Oh yeah, because you still got C in there, don't you?
Was that your first out?
No, second.
Second? Okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
Wow. Okay.
That's all right. I'm kind of digging this. This one here, E. It's just kind of almost cotton candy-ish a little bit to me, just a tiny bit. A little bit bubblegum and just some light, sweet notes in there that I'm kind of digging.
Honestly, it's honestly kind of reminiscent of a like if you took one of our most recent new riff pick and watered it down.
Sure.
Because I get
Yeah.
that bubble gum and it's like a little smoky or something. It's weird.
And
I don't hate it.
And though that might be why I prefer that one a little bit more than you because if you're in your mind, you're thinking a little bit of smoky.
Yeah.
You know, I can be all over something like that where that's a little bit crossing your palate lines a little bit with the smoky.
Right, and not that I don't mind smoky. I lit a lot of stuff on our house on fire when I was a kid. So the smoky doesn't bother me.
Yes, he did.
I've been to fire stations. I've seen a lot of stuff that I didn't want to see at the fire station.
Well, that's because his mom took him to the fire station to try to teach him a lesson and talk to the firefighters there to tell him, you know, don't be a bad boy and try not to set your house on fire.
Yeah, they showed me some stuff is still ingrained heavily in my memory. So thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
She took me to the police station and everything. We'll talk about that some other time.
Police station too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
He was like,
somewhere.
dude, this guy was a jerk. Like, I was 7.
Is that when you're stealing everything at school?
Yeah. And I almost got paddled at school like 20 times. But
The principal called me and asked if he had my permission to use the paddle.
I remember that.
You're a real one for that, though.
I said absolutely not.
Hey, how many of you old timers out there, like myself, got a paddle or two now and then through school? I did.
I mean, I saw
It
that
wouldn't hurt you.
it had holes in there to be more aerodynamic and everything. They were
Perfect. It wouldn't hurt you.
No, but yeah, I almost got thrown in a jail cell at 7. But all right,
I don't remember you taking me to the police station
Heck
though.
yeah, I did. I wasn't putting up with that crap.
did it do anything?
That's
I think
fantastic.
it did. I think that's after you came home with a
Oh,
bag
man.
full of craft supplies from Mrs. Bauer.
I feel like we should have story time somehow. I don't know how that format would work or anything,
Fabulous.
but
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, if you want to see it, let us know in the comments if you just want some videos with story time with Trenton and Kurt.
that'd be fun for next year.
Why not?
We got way off track there.
Yeah.
All right, so are you ready for second place, Mom?
Yep.
All right, what's your second place?
My second place, Trent, is going to be E.
Yep.
My first place is going to be A. So that's where I'm at with the flight that's on the bar top tonight.
My second place is going to be C. My first place is going to be A. So we arrived at the same conclusion. This is incredible.
It's very good. I really love A. He's not lying. I like A a lot. Feels like it's got a lot more depth to what else was on the bar top, and it had a little bit of some dark brown sugar notes in there too. I was really digging. But honestly, Trenton, I mean, I you know that getting into that, I think I was pretty definitive on the 5th place. But the 4th and 3rd, I could have flipped around and done a few things different. But
Yeah, I can see
right.
that. So, okay, we had the same 1st and 5th,
Correct.
and then the others were kind of jumbled up a little bit.
All right,
Okay.
well then give us what 5th is then, babe. Whatever that is.
5th, which was letter D,
Yeah,
was
yeah.
Elmer T. Lee.
Get out of here right now. There's no way that was Elmer T. Lee. Now, let's see. D, right, honey?
No way. That smells like an apple. Like it legit smells like a candy, like a green apple.
Okay. That's my bottle, bro.
Oh, the bacteria. Or the alcohol will kill the bacteria.
What? Bring it out here. Okay. We'll get in a little bit of this conversation. Only a little bit, honey. I'm sorry, but sometimes with highly allocated, sought-after bottles, they're not quite as good as what you might think they are. And that is what I personally find with Elmer T. Lee. I do find it a bit comforting. I mean, I would enjoy it. Just because it's in last place for me today doesn't mean I wouldn't enjoy a pour of it. I would never purchase this for high dollars, ever. I think this one, I've only had 2. One that I emptied in this one, and both of them were purchased closely for around $40 bucks, something like that.
Yeah, MSRP. Yeah.
Something like that. So for that, fantastic. So that's just my opinion. I'm sure there might be some of you out there that absolutely love it, would pay $100 for it. I don't know. I mean, on secondary, you probably, what is it, $200-$300? I don't even know.
It's hard to say, and we'll talk about this more in January. I wanted to do a video on it. But
great.
Secondary is like tanking, which is great because a lot of these bottles aren't what they're going for.
Good.
Especially something like this. I can't say I'm surprised. I don't usually pick this up at home too often.
You picked out some hitters in that $30 range
Yeah.
though to go against this.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't pick any slouches over there.
No.
All right, honey, I'm sorry.
Who am I going with next?
You can go with his.
Yeah, I guess so. You go with mine. That's fine. What do I got then, honey? I got in fourth place as my notes
Kurt.
is C, huh?
Fourth place was C, and that would be Trenton's second place.
Trenton's second. My fourth. All right.
Is Green River.
Green River.
Okay.
All right.
This
Well,
is my fourth.
All right. Well, here.
Kurt's fourth.
My fourth. Your
Your
second.
This was my second.
Now here's the deal,
Wow.
though. And which one was that again, honey?
C.
C.
See? Dang.
It's a little nutty right now for me after it's in the bottle. Trenton is more of a weeded fan than I am personally. So
I guess.
that choice probably doesn't
Wow.
surprise me that much.
Surprising.
I like weededs, but Trenton, you like them quite a bit. All right,
All right.
fair enough.
Kurt's third
Mhm.
was B,
Okay.
which was Trenton's fourth, and that was Early Times.
Oh, no way.
I would have given you $100 that Early Times was first.
Okay, well,
If
I did not. I did not. So what is that? C? Did you say, honey? I'm sorry. I'm messed up right now.
No, that was B.
B.
'Cause
Okay.
that was your third.
Okay. B.
there's a lot going on. I'm gonna put our rankings up above my face and above Kurt's face anytime something's mentioned, or I'll put like what he chose and what place it is for me. That way, it's easier to tally.
I can see that now. Honestly, though, I did not think that that this was the winner. I really didn't. So
And this was what number? Letter?
That was letter B.
That was my
your
fourth.
fourth. Trenton.
that's your
And
fourth,
Kurt's-
even?
Kurt's third.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
All right.
Bit surprised there, pal. All right.
So, Kurt's second place.
Yeah. No, this is getting exciting. Okay.
Trenton's third place.
Right.
Is 1792.
Oh. Wow. All right then.
Okay, so Makers is first. Makers 101 is first for both of us, and I do have to say something quick though. In Wednesday, was our last video the most disappointing? I think it was.
It was. Yes.
I had stated Makers BEP was one of my most disappointing ones, and I had said that Maker's Mark was up and coming. I meant for distilleries that I like personally. It was up and coming for me. So like I like Sagamore. That's one of my top ones. Old Forester, that kind of thing. I don't want to say that I was like, what do they call, like flicking your thumb or whatever. It was really bad in like the 70s. It was like the equivalent of flicking something off.
So what you said on camera basically didn't come out what your thought process was.
Yes.
Okay.
So I've been reaching and enjoying Maker's products more and more over the last year or so.
So what you're trying to say is Maker's Mark is up and coming for you personally.
Yes.
In your personal rotation.
So you do
Because you never really were much of a Maker's Mark guy, and I know that for sure.
Right. There's nothing. I don't have anything against it. It's just not something I reach for.
Kent loves it. It's on one of the tops of his list. And I have to admit with Trenton, I mean, I've always liked it. But boy, here lately, it's shown well in some blinds for us. It really has. So there you go.
It's been interesting to see the comments about the BEP.
I knew that was coming.
So did I.
And I told him that before we even started the show, but he didn't care. He don't care.
No,
That's fine.
This is all our opinion.
Yeah.
Take it or leave
That's
it.
it.
That's
all.
what's fun about the whiskey and the bourbon and the community. It's everybody's opinion. Some people like it, some people don't.
Yeah, that's
There's
all right.
probably some people that like Corner Creek or Baby Hudson, and that's great.
Yeah, good.
For go or for
Yep.
sorry,
For grow?
Andrew. For grow, yeah, sorry, Andrew. He didn't think Baby Hudson was too bad.
Good for him. You know what? I've said a million times. I'd much rather you buy a bottle and like it than buy a bottle and hate it.
Exactly.
Yeah, no matter what we say. So
I'm still very shocked.
I have to admit, for me personally, I am not surprised that these three are on top. Because I think all these three are fantastic $30 bottles.
All right, before we cut,
Really
I need to do my lineup here because I'm struggling to understand what's what. So it was this.
Baby, you have to make
Green
sure you does it
River.
right.
Third place was E. What was E?
Trenton's lineup was. Oh, let's see. Fifth place was Elmer.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we
Fourth
agreed on
place was
that.
Early Times.
Wow, that does surprise. This one surprises me.
Third place was 1792. fourth place was Early Times.
Yeah. Out of this lineup, out of this one for you personally, I mean, because you're a big Weeder fan, this is the only one that surprises me a little bit.
I would have thought my lineup would have looked something like this.
Oh, hey.
I guess not. That's why blinds are fun.
And that's a fact, because you never know how they're going to come out. And, you know, today, I'm just thankful you picked some really solid $30 bottles here. You know, I mean, to go with the Elmer Tea Lee. Because I think it was very representative of a real good blind.
And I'm glad you think that, because in the first blind of January, I have an absolute wild blind that I don't think you're going to like, but we're going to do it anyways.
Well, hey, we always got Scotch blinds to get to at some point, too.
Yeah, we do.
We're all over it. All right, that's all we got for you today. I had a good time. I mean, it's a little bit surprising. Maybe not.
Let us know
Maybe
what you
not.
think of Elmer Tea
Yeah.
Lee. I'd be interested to see in the comments.
Sure, absolutely. All right, as always, guys, we ask you to please drink responsibly. See you next time right down here with Trent and me in the good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.